Amos is powering around the outside there. He means business here this afternoon. He tries hard on the outside of Dave Steer and Rob Szarek holding on to the advantage from Ian the Amos and Simon Beattie. Followed in by Lee Ray and Nicky Owen. Really fast and furious here at Oxford this afternoon. Only 3 in this one, but no love lost between them. Just got nicely spread apart now. Gary Jackson must be from his heart in his socks, I should be, this afternoon. Excluded in the first race, a puncher in the next race. He's got a guy in empty hand. 17, Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. And half in the Amos and Simon Beattie, Rob Lee Ray. And Nicky Owen. Now comes the last lap flag. Half a lap to go then. The last lap flag. For Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. Absolutely on the top this week. Simon Beattie in second place to them at the moment, and Lee Ray. Nicky Owen holding on to third. Half a lap remaining in this race now. Dave Steer looks a comfortable winner of this one. That'll see his points tally up, put him nearer a place in the final this afternoon. Dave Steer, Rob Szarek take the win. Bobby and the Amos. And Simon Beattie, Rob Lee Ray, and Nicky Owen. Jones for me. Round that corner they come then. That's Jones goes to the side. Then Dave Steer and Rob Szarek in fourth. Steady you Will. I thought he's getting friendly. Round the corner they come then. Number 13, John Hawson and Jason Glennie. And Jerry Manley. Then Dave Steer. And Rob Szarek. Big Charles seemed to have a few handling problems going into that corner. It's just to get it all going again now. Then Will Roberts and Terry Manley. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. Then Big Cole, Tony Baseby. They got in the second flag, another 50 goals, Jason Lenny. Jason Gill takes second, Will Roberts. And Terry Manley gets third. Jason, double those bloody J's on the back. Kenny Hamill, has he got it? No, Rob Wilson forces through. Rob Wilson comes up in front. Can he get there? He's come all on the side. Rob Wilson, 30 miles out in front. Ivor Matthews forced his way through into second with Simon Wall in the chair. And this John Richards, no it isn't, it's Kenny Hamill and John Richards. Dave Steers about to have a go at him. It was nearly worth his while coming up from Cornwall if he could have stayed in front. Rob Wilson, Tony Miles, taking the last lap flag. Ivor Matthews, Simon Wall in second place. Don't anybody mention back tyres. Rob Wilson leading up that back straight. Tony Miles is his passenger. Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall in second place. Dave Steer, Rob Szarek in third. Then it's Kenny Hamill and John Richards. Here they come then. The second flag is out. It's going to be close to Rob Wilson, Tony Miles. Number 15, Ivor Matthews, Simon Wall, Dave Steer, and Rob Szarek. Billy Hamill, not Billy Hamill. Kenny Hamill. I was close. Team Exide. And John Richards. And then John Halsey, Jason Glennie, John Hiscock, Jason Gill. What's the matter with Dave Steer? He stopped at the bottom. It was a lucky stop for him because he was quite well up in the race at the time. He doesn't look very happy with that machine.
Themselves out going into that first bend, but it's Dave Steer that's made the rest of it. And Dave Steer with all that battling going on Alan and John Ward have got Sean Conway Baker to deal with on their sidecar outside. Oh, Sean cuts back underneath, looking for a way through perhaps. But for the moment it's Dave Steer and Rob Szarek that are setting the pace. Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall still close to them in second place. Alan and John Lewis on the Amos on the far side as he pulls out going down that back straight. Not a good start for him in getting his first ride this afternoon. But he's still getting very, very close for the lead with Dave Steer and Rob Szarek setting the pace. Find a way through as they get closer and closer coming round that bottom bend. Dave Steer must know he's there. One more lap to go for Dave Steer then. Oh, this is going to certainly mix the points up as Sean Conway Baker had a win first time out. Those are the two that are battling for the lead, and as they come towards the line it is going to be Dave Steer and Rob Szarek that takes it. Ivor Matthews in second, Alan Blewett in third, Sean Conway Baker in fourth. Made the better of that start. They're all together going to that first turn, and John Hiscock and Jason Gill grab it. So John Hiscock from the outside gate gets across the front of the Jason Gill goes from the inside. Andy Simon's coming through as well. Connects with John Hiscock and Shaw going into that bottom turn. John Hiscock shrugs it off there as if it's nothing at all has happened. He stays in second. Dave Steer trying to work his way through as had been forced to go on the outside. And Dave Steer on the outside. Andy Simon's holding that third place. That's where the action is because both of them are closing on John Hiscock. While all that's going on, John Halsey and Jason Glennie have got away. A real battle royal going on for this second, third and fourth place. I wouldn't want to predict who it is who's going to get that second at the moment. John Hiscock. Andy Simons is forced to go wide. Dave Steer has seen it, goes for the gap on the inside. There's no gap there at the moment. Oh, Andy Simons still very, very close to John Hiscock again. He touches the back of John Hiscock's machine. And Andy Simons again goes very, very wide. Conway Baker in problems on the far side. As we see the checkered flag go, it is John Halsey and Jason Glennie that get the win. As they go into that first turn, John Hiscock has gone with him. Dave Steer is up there as well. You've got John Hiscock on the inside. Up the inside of Dave Steer so quickly. Unusually he can overshoot that bottom bend, but he keeps hold of it. He sits there in fourth place as Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. I'm sure will be disappointed they're not in that Big A final, but have they sorted out with it? Third place at the moment. Paul Johnson has gone very quickly into that bottom bend. He goes very, very wide indeed. Paul Roberts has come up on the inside of him. And Tim Bennett, in fact, has closed up on third place Dave Steer. But Rob Wilson is behind him at the moment. But he's got a comfortable margin on third place Dave Steer. Keep it like that, that's exactly where he's going to finish. Tim Bennett wants to have a go at third, goes round the outside of Dave Steer. Oh, that's a Tim's going to pursue that outside line, he might be able to follow him. And there's problems with Dave Steer as he puts his hand in the air. The final theirs as they go into the last lap. John Hiscock and Jason Gill once again are having another good ride here at Tunbridge. They hold second place. Good scrap still going on before. Number 24, Wilson and Tony Miles. John Hiscock and Jason Gill take second. Paul Johnson and Dave French take third. Tim Bennett, Steve Hargraves in fourth.
Down the first straight. It's a good start for Dave Steer. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek, but look at that man in the yellow coming in from the outside. Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley pick it up on the front line. Dave Steer in second place. Yeah, but it's a bit cold out there, so you will be jumping up and down, screaming and shouting and getting things going. 60. Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley lead from Dave Steer and Rob Szarek in second place. And then is Duncan Toller holding on to that third place. Second place, he's gone very wide coming out of that corner. Duncan Toller slides back. But Kevin Woodley, Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley on the front line there. points at the moment. There goes the last lap flag, just one lap to go. There goes the checkered flag. It's a win for the Cornishman. Richard Thomas and Kerry Woodley in second place. Dave Steele and Rob Szarek from Mick Turrell and Tony Baisley from Duncan Tollos and Colin Hill. Making the most of it, but Kenny Hamill takes it on the first turn. Kenny Hamill is flying a little bit wood. Look at his partner there, Shane right now with him. Shane Baker, the together there, and they were in a factory. Number 11, Kenny Hamill leads it with John Richards from Dave Steele and Rob Szarek in second place. Then is Sean Conway Baker. And then the Andy Amis with Simon Beanie. Around they come then, it's all good stuff here. Steergams lead this one. All close stuff coming out of that corner. Hamill leads it. Kenny Hamill with John Richards for Cornwall. Dave Steele and Rob Szarek for Sussex. Sean Conway Baker and Shane Woodley also for Cornwall. And then Vaughan Roberts and Gary Manley. Almost loses it, he screws it right up on that last turn, but he's held on to it. Kenny Hamill takes it, Dave Steele in second, Sean Conway Baker in third, then Vaughan Roberts, Mick Turrell, and Ian Lee Amis.
They get underway for this, the last of the first heats of the sidecars, and three outfits together as they go up past me. Rob Wilson on the outside, Sean Conway Baker in the middle, Dave Steele on the inside. Sean Conway Baker it is to get the best of that first turn, but Rob Wilson on the wide outside looks to be making up ground, but Sean Conway Baker reacts. He must have been on the better racing line as they went down that back straight, because he pulled away from Rob Wilson. He's gone very, very wide on this bottom turn though, so he must have been extremely quick into that bottom bend. Rob Wilson has kept it a little bit tighter, and Rob Wilson and Tony Miles take over the lead. Dave Steele and Rob Szarek in third at the moment, watching everywhere Sean Conway Baker goes. Now is he going to make the same mistake again? He went in very, very quick in this bottom turn. Dave Steele's obviously hoping that he will. He's much tighter this time, but Dave Steele's even tighter. Oh, we know that he's the old master of the tactics on the corners, Dave Steele and Rob Szarek, and he's done it yet again. Holds it ridiculously tight on the inside, gets up the inside, and now he's already closing down on Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. Rob looking to go wide, but he's keeping the speed on, so Dave Steele knows that he's got a bit more of a challenge on this time. Closes right up again though, it's not by any means all over as they go into that top turn, into the last lap, and down the back straight they go. Rob Wilson and Tony Miles look to be slowing going down that back straight, so I wonder if they are conscious that they know it's Dave Steele behind them. They've got to keep it tight on this bottom turn. Dave again goes for a very tight line, it's going to be close on the line. Whoa! He tried the old tactic again and it looks like it would have worked, perhaps. I shouldn't make any judgment, should I? From where I'm sitting, I'll leave it to the line judge because it was very, very tight on the line.
gets a win in race 10. Very, very close on the line. There was only the tread of the tyre to separate it, but it does indeed go to outfit number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In second place, but really only just, number 17, that's Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. In third place, number 71 is Sean Conway Baker and Dave Hogan. And in fourth place, number 40 is Graham Curtin and Alan Delve. 1:29.38 is the winning time. 1:20. So away they go then as they come up past me for the first time. Rob Wilson just in the lead as they went past me, but it's close in that first turn as Dave Steer's got up the inside. Now, Ian McCauley staying there with him as well, tried to go through the same gap as Dave Steer got through, but it's Dave Steer that's there. Rob Wilson in second at the moment, into the bottom turn. Ian McCauley not out of contention, he's in third at the moment. But Dave Steer and Rob Szarek with the lead as they go past me. Rob Wilson and Tony Miles into second place. They've got the chasing to do. Ian McCauley and James Wallacott in third place at the moment. Now the gaps are starting to open. So Dave Steer obviously has got the gearing sorted, got it right, comes up past me. This is a good ride from Dave. He had a second place behind Rob Wilson first time out. And he indeed is now looking for a win in his own right. Down the back straight he goes, and that's quite some gap he's opened up between him and Rob Wilson. So Rob Wilson, I'm sure, will be looking to change something when he goes in next time. One more lap to go, and this looks out as if it's going to stay like this as they go into that top turn. Oh, a terrific ride from Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. We're so used to seeing them battle their way through, work their way through from those very tight inside lines, but this is a terrific ride. They've taken a win in their own right. Rob Wilson gets second place, third place to Ian McCauley, and in fourth, number 52. 1:26.56 was the winning time, 1:26.56. So we get underway, and indeed as they come up past me, I can see all hands in the air and flags in the air, so they're going to be taken back and do it again. Interesting thing with the points is I think that Dave Steer has to get a win to get himself into the final. Now Richard Thomas is way down on the points, but he's certainly capable of getting a win, and it's Richard Thomas has got to the front as they go into that first turn. Now Dave Steer and Rob Szarek sitting in second place. They go into that bottom turn, holding second, but Richard Thomas, remember he missed his first ride, so he's only got 7 points from 2 rides. So the best he can hope for is a place in the B final, but what he can do is make it very interesting for Dave Steer, because Dave Steer is on 12 points at the moment, and 5 for that puts him equal with Gary Jackson and Rob Wilson. So we'd be looking for 2 out of 3 on the same points. Now, to save all that complication, if Dave Steer can get the win, that would really make sure of a place in the final for him. If that would put him on 19 points, the same as Nick Turrell and John Woolsey. So whilst all that goes on in the background, let's watch what's happening, because Richard Thomas looks determined to want to win this one. Dave Steer comes through on the inside though, he's looking for a way through on that bottom turn. So Richard Thomas throws it in hard into the top bend. Dave Steer forced to go a little bit wider. Might give him a better run down the back straight, because Richard Thomas was late getting his wheels in line. He's still at the back wheel spinning, so he lost a bit of speed going down the back straight. Now Dave Steer will cut back underneath on the bottom corner, and indeed he's come up the inside, and Dave Steer gets it. Oh, a tremendous ride from Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. They really did have to work for that. I'm sure they were conscious of the fact that they needed a win in the last ride. And I'm sure many of you have watched curiously how speedway riders trying to dig the track up and get rid of all the loose and everything. Well, there is method in the madness, because if they can get traction straight away, it does give them that little bit of advantage. So away we go then. This is the big final as they've got underway. There's all sorts of problems on that start line. Gary Jackson looks for Carl Pugh. He's lost him, which means he's lost control, and he's not in with that fight in the first corner. As they now break away down that back straight, it's Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall that have got away. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek go after them. John Halsey and Jason Glennie are in third at the moment. Mike Turrell and Andy Simons battling it out for fourth place. But at the moment, the pace is being set by the leader, Ivor and Simon Moore, as they go through the dust on the far side. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek are battling it in second, but John Halsey's closing right up on Dave Steer. John Halsey closing right up on Dave Steer. As I can see, well, for some unexplainable reason, it's all been brought to a halt.
Midnight hours.
So, as we move to outfit number 17, well, I can tell you a lot of stories about this one as we go through the afternoon, but there's been a lot of midnight oil burn putting that engine into the outfit of Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. Sounds like I'm cutting out.
Rob Bradley's gone through on the inside though, and looks like Reg Blackburn has got himself up to the front there. He's in second at the moment as Rob Bradley's gone to the front. Richard Thomas Rob Bradley and Ann Holmes then into that top corner with Gary Jackson in close pursuit as they together come out of that top turn. Oh, Gary Jackson says thank you very much indeed. I'll go through a gap like that if you're going to leave it. Gary Jackson then and Carl Pugh go to the front. As Rob Bradley strives to stay in contention, Dave Steer and Richard goes a little bit wide. Rob Bradley's got a much tighter line this time around that bottom turn. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek still in third. Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley still holding fourth spot. Take second, Dave Steer and Rob Szarek take third, Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley in fourth. but it's Alan and John Blewett that go past them. Alan and John Blewett have got themselves into that first turn. Rob Wilson is forced to go wide and looks to go round the outside, but Alan's done enough. He stays in front. Gets a much better line round the bottom turn, but Alan and John Blewett look to be getting the gearing right now, as they look to be going a lot quicker than they did in their first ride. Rob Wilson closes right up on them though. Looks to make it keep the speed on though. They've still got the advantage into the top bend. I feel sure there's going to be a challenge come in a minute, because Rob Wilson is closing right up on Alan and John off that bend. That's going to be the attack coming into the checker flag, I'm sure. He's gone very, very wide on the top bend, which hopefully will give him a lot of speed down the back straight. Intelligent riding from Alan and John Blewett. They knew exactly what Rob Wilson would be planning. They didn't allow him to cut back underneath them. Brilliant ride. On 184, and as they get underway, it's Dave Steer that's made the best of the starts. So Dave Steer and Rob Szarek go into the lead as they go into that first turn, but it's all very, very tight with Gary Scott goes for the inside of Gary Jackson and gets it. John Hiscock comes through on the inside of Gary Jackson, so that's going to be a fight for second place. And John Hiscock looks to have his sights set on going after Dave Steer as well, so he's problems this season. Dave Steer comes round off that bottom turn into the last lap. John Hiscock and Jason Gill going well in second place. Look to have confirmed that second spot as again they get close on that top turn. They do look to go in a lot quicker. The riders start to learn where the quickest parts of the circuit are, where they can drive hard, where they can look for new lines. Dave Steer takes the win. John Hiscock gets second, Gary Jackson in third, and it's Reg Blackburn that finishes in fourth place. away. Tim Bennett's made a very good start, but Colin Blackburn has made the better. Colin Blackburn it is that gets to the front as goes into that first turn. Tim Bennett and Dave Steer are right there with him.
place at the moment. Colin Blackburn, who had a second place first time out. He's the one with the lead, but Dave Steer looking for a way round as he goes into that top turn. Certainly closed the gap, he really has opened the gap up on second and third. Blackburn looks to have the measure of the circuit, comes off that bottom turn, really motoring on. Oh, Reg Blackburn out there in fourth place. But all eyes, I think, at the moment on Dave Steer. Can he find a way through? Can he find a way through? Good ride from Colin Blackburn and Martin Bailey. They've not left any gaps at the moment, and they look to be going for the win. Dave Steer then, on the last lap, closes right up on that top end. Closer and closer all the time. Coming out of that bend. He looks for a way to the checker flag. He's going to have to sit with second because Colin Blackburn has done it. Dave Steer gets second, Jim Bennett in third, and Reg Blackburn it is that's in fourth. 4 crews on 12 points. That's a win and a second place. One of those is Dave Steer that goes in race 18. Who's made the best of the start, and it is the youngsters from Cornwall, Kenny Hamill and John Richards. Dave Steer is right there with them now, and John Hiscock and Jason Gill. Those three together as they go into that first turn. John Hiscock looking for a way towards the inside. Between them, they're both closing up on Kenny Hamill and John Richards. So Kenny Hamill reacts, goes round that bottom turn very quickly indeed. Dave Steer has been forced to stay wide. John Hiscock and Jason Gill up in second. Close in on Kenny Hamill and John Richards. Now this is where Kenny Hamill looks very quickly. Stop going into that bend. That's where the rest of the outfits close up. But where they're so quick is up this top half of the circuit. John Hiscock has got away from Dave Steer, but he's still got work to do to close on Kenny Hamill. But it's asking a lot because these two really do look to be on form this afternoon. Oh, that's a long journey to come up from Helston in Cornwall, but they made it. It's going to be a terrific win for Kenny Hamill and John Richards. They take it. John Hiscock and Jason Gill take second. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek take third. Lee Ray in fourth. And number 18, Duncan Fish in fifth.
advantage as they come towards us. John Halsey on the inside. Kenny Hamill is right there with him though. Well, it is Kenny Hamill that closes in, but John Hiscock has John Halsey has indeed got. Great scrap with Gary Jackson a bit further back. Keep your eye on that one. But for the moment, the lead is with John Halsey and Jason Glennie. Kenny Hamill up there in second place. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek in third, looking to try and get that second. Ivor Matthews in there. Change in second as we go into this bottom turn. There's certainly a change in fourth because Ivor Matthews has come through. So it's all getting very, very tight in that second, third and fourth place. Well, Mick Toll is the one who's trying to get through now. He's overtaking Gary Jackson and Garvin the fifth. But again, he gets for that. As they go down the back straight, it will be the last lap flag for them as they come out. But unfortunately, the red flag has been put out on that bottom turn in the interest of safety. Well, Ivor Matthews has certainly made a much better start this time, but John Halsey has made the same sort of start as he made in that first run. Kenny Hamill is the rider that's gone in second place, but Ivor Matthews is right there with him as they go round that first turn. Those two outfits together. At the moment, John Halsey and Jason Glennie, exactly where they were before it was stopped. They lead from Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall in second. Kenny Hamill and John Richards in third at the moment. And Gary Jackson and Andy Wilson in fourth. In second place, Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall. Well, they turn it on again and go up this finishing straight. There's still that scrap going on a bit further down the field. Gary Jackson is closing on Kenny Hamill. So Gary Jackson going for more points. He's closing up on Kenny Hamill. Of the semi-finals, we add the points together and find out who it is that goes in the 1999 Grand Slam. Has Ivor Matthews done enough? It will be 5 points if he stays where he is at the moment. He's way down on the maximum points and a guaranteed place in the final, but John Halsey and Jason Glennie, they take it. Ivor Matthews gets second. It's close for third, but Kenny Hamill and John Richards just get it from Gary Jackson in fourth, and Mick Toll, I think, just got through for that fifth place.
Then down the first straight, Lee Ray and Nicky Owen leading it down into the first corner. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek are right there in second place behind them. Then Duncan Fish and Jason Rell. Lee Ray, Nicky Owen back in the front line. Lee Ray's had a few weeks in the doldrums just lately, but getting it all back together here at Frittenden as he leads this one ahead of Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. Good corner there for Leroy. Barring out of that turn. Unable to do it at the moment. And then Duncan Fish and Jason Ralph. Ray and Jarno Glasgow, the Wall Brothers. And John Stafford, Derek Page bringing up the rear. All hot stuff here at Frittenden. Leroy's not having any of it, he's holding on to that lead. Dave Steer trying hard again, this time on the outside. Cutting back for the inside as they enter that straight. Dave Steer leads the business, and he's only got half a lap left in which to do it. Leroy, another perfect corner there as he comes out of that turn. Leroy takes it. Dave Steer gets second place. Then it's Duncan Fish and Jason Ralph, then the Glasgow boys, then the Wall Brothers, and John Stafford and Derek Page bringing up the rear. First straight, Dave Steer, Rob Szarek make the best of the start. Go into the first turn first. Pursued by the Wall Brothers. Nothing but Ray and Jarno Glasgow. And it's 87. Justin Shaw and Michael Day. And Jeffrey Austin, Gary Lancaster bringing up the rear. Szarek from the Wall Brothers, from Ray and Jarno Glasgow, Justin Shaw and Michael Day. And then bringing up the rear on their home brewed outfit. Jeffrey Austin and Gary Lancaster. First thing I noticed is whereas just about everybody else is using the leading link variety of front forks. Dave Steer, Brian, that's the tail ender. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek leading from the Wall Brothers in second place. Good ride for them. Dave Steer takes the checkered flag. Wall Brothers take second. Then it's Ray and Jarno Glasgow. And 187, Justin Shaw and Michael Day. Class at number 9 Lee Ray on 16, and then on 14 points apiece are Dave Steer and Vaughan Roberts. Dave Steer leading, Vaughan Roberts in hot pursuit as they come out of the first turn. There for Dave Steer as the machine jumps out of gear and goes into neutral. Now he's really got his work cut out to try and get back past Vaughan Roberts after having done the hard work and got himself in first place. Round the turn they come then. Vaughan Roberts side to the wide out of the corner. Dave Steer picks it up. Vaughan Roberts in second place. Then it's Duncan Fish and Jason Ralph. John Stafford and Derek Page. And then Michael Day. Passengering for Justin Shaw, ex-solo rider. Then Jeffrey Austin, Gary Lancaster bringing up the rear. Roberts and Terry Manley. And it's Duncan Fish and Jason Ralph, John Stafford and Derek Page, Justin Shaw and Michael Day. As they start to lap the tail ender down in that bottom corner. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek from Vaughan Roberts and Terry Manley. Then Duncan Fish, Jason Ralph, John Stafford, Derek Page, Justin Shaw, Michael Day, and Jeffrey Austin, Gary Lancaster. First straight, Dave Steele's got the best of him. Ian Leamis comes up on the inside, shows me his front wheel, but Dave Steele pulls clear on the front turn, on the first turn. Ian Leamis now trying to go around the outside. Dave Steele running in first corner. Dave Steele leads it. Second place goes Lee Ray as Ian Leamis goes wide, and through goes Vaughan Roberts. Ian Leamis powering it around the outside, trying to catch up with Vaughan Roberts again, but well and truly in the lead now, Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. Both drivers very local lads. Flat out round this turn comes number 17, Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. Front wheel as they come round the corner. Vaughan Roberts sends himself up in second place behind Dave Steer. Lee Ray and Nicky Owen following there in third. Then it's the Wall brothers. Then it's Duncan Fish. And then Ian Leamis and Simon Beanie relegated to the back. Absolutely on the rev limiter as they go down that straight. Flat out down the straight again and into this other corner. Winding on the motor. Flat out down that turn. And Rob Szarek. On 20, Vaughan Roberts and Terry Manley. Then Lee Ryan, Simon and Chris Wall. And a right ding-dong battle there for the last place. Or for fifth place, I suppose is the right way to say it, between Duncan Fish and Jason Ralph and Ian Leamis. And Rob Szarek, the 1999 Southeast Sidecar champion. Terry Manley Wall and Chris Wall, Ian Leamis, Simon Beanie and Duncan Fish, Jason Ralph. What's happening? The 1999 South Eastern Centre right-hand sidecar champion, Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. Race Cars are award, that lovely award there. Race Cars of the Royal Trophy for the passenger, and it's Gorgeous Cup for the driver. And the right-hand sidecar winners this year are number 17, Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. The biggest year of all. Go on, Steery, go on, Steery, it's all on here.
Go on, Steery.
Why was the smoke pipe in?
Look by this fight.
Well done.
Adding two more famous names to two famous trophies, full of famous names already. Well done, boys.
So we move on to race 5, the second heat of the sidecar competition. Coming to the line, number 183, Ian Leamis and Stuart Leamis. Number 1, Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds. Number 17, Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. 87, Rob Bradley and Tristan Winterburn. 74 is Duncan Toller and Simon Beanie. And 20, Vaughan Roberts and Terry Madley. Go then for the second lead of the sidecars. Looks like Duncan Tolless has made a good start and got to the lead as he goes into that first spin.
try and find a way from the inside, but Duncan keeping a very good line at the moment. Holds it tight again as he goes in that top bend. Dayster is forced to go wide. That's going to leave a gap on the inside. I think Craig Cheatham might have found a way through as he's looking on the inside of Dave Steer. And the difficulty is Dave Steer is travelling quicker. He's trying to find a way through. Struggling with on this bottom turn. One more lap to go, so not too much wrong at the moment. Knows that Dave Steer is looking to make a challenge. Tries to make sure that Steer has been challenging round the outside. It's a long way to go, but he's certainly going to have a go. Duncan takes the win. Dave Steer with a very close second. And Craig Cheatham in third. So we now move to race 12. Thanks to see looking at the riders going in this one. I didn't think there would be any retirements. So disappointing for Ivor Matthews. I'm sure he'll be looking to get another ride in the third legs. But can John Halsey and Jason Glennie make up for that disastrous first ride? Nobody can predict a puncher. They get underway, and as they go into that first round, it's perhaps Dave Steer and Craig Cheatham on the inside that have made the best of the start. John Halsey working his way John Halsey comes through into second place. He's got Andy Simons on the inside of him, and Andy Simons looks to have made the better of it. So while John Halsey thought he was fighting with Craig Cheatham, quickly Sean Yates is up and on his... So all 6 competitors go in the restart. Remind you, we are with race 12 at the moment. This is the third of the heats for the second leg rides. And as they get underway, it's a much better start for Craig Cheatham and John Halsey this time. Dave Steer is the one that's missed out. He's back in 4th place as they go into that first turn. Tries to come back at him as they come out of the turn, and John Halsey very, very close to Andy Simons as he goes past me, but still Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds. Bonfire Burn-up for John Halsey and Grayson Glennie. As they again pull up, it means that Dave Steer now has a chance of getting back to where he was when the race was stopped. He goes to the outside line. That's a big gap that Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds have got as they come past me, leading into that top turn. Dave Steer trying to close on him.
go wide, but can Dave Steer get enough momentum from the middle of the turn to come underneath him? The answer is no, he can't, as Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds take the win. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek take second. So we went on to race 18, this last of the third leg ride. A chance to see in action once again Mark Edwards, who's had 2 rides and 2 wins. Started pulled him up into the paper, and Richard Thomas has made a good start. Well, Alan Blewett has just got the edge though as they go into that first turn, and at the moment Mark Edwards is together as they go into that bottom turn, and Mick Toll has got the lead. Alan and John Blewett have got problems. Dave Steer does everything he can to avoid Alan Blewett. Mark Edwards in the meantime has got up in the second. Fourth at the moment. Mark Edwards is starting to breathe down the sort of pipe of Mick Toll at the moment. Well, as we watch them go into that top turn, go wide, is he going to go tight? He tries the wide line, but Mick Toll has still got the door of it. Mick Toll still holding the lead from Mark Edwards in second. Very wide on that bottom turn, and Mark Edwards comes back at them. There's the checkered flag. They still just hung on to the second. It was very, very close, but a terrific ride from Mick Toll and Tony Bazley. So race 23 comes up to the line. They get underway. John Halsey has made a very good start. And he's got Dave Steer on the inside, who knows I say that. He has got the best. So he knows that he needs to get a win here. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek on 15 points from their 3 rides. But John Halsey is closing the gap on Dave Steer. Follows him round that bottom bend. Looks for a wally pass as they go up this straight in front of me. Number 25, Colin Blackbourne and Martin Taylor. Well, he keeps the power on as he comes past us. One more lap to go. Colin Blackbourne and Martin Bailey still there in third. John Hiscock and Jason Gill still there in up towards the checkered flag. It's going to be victory for John Halsey. Dave Steer takes second. Colin Blackbourne takes third. John Hiscock in fourth. Well, I must admit, it does give me pleasure to say that I'm calling up on to second place, a crew that have really been competing in this sport for a very, very long time. They're always there and thereabouts, but he always smiles and says to me, Jim, I'm never quite there, am I? Well, he is this afternoon. He's finishing in second place, and who knows, he could have won it. It is, of course, Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. Well done, matey.
Oh no, that's how we always do.
Rob, the other side of him. Yeah, other side. Yeah, try not to knock him about. Look, he hasn't got his crutches with him at the moment. Hey, you're supposed to face the camera, Rob. Right, and you're not going to escape, Dave, because I do want a quick word with you, and yeah, why not a round of applause? Second place this afternoon, Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. And Dave, I said quite cheekily there, you could have perhaps won this final if it had been run, but pleased to be there, I'm sure.
We are. Ivor reckons he would have won it, but I don't think so. I had other ideas about that.
You had ideas about it, but obviously on your performance today, it's fast out there, isn't it? And obviously, great performance.
It was absolutely an excellent track. We struggled the last few meetings with the engine not running right, and it was something very, very simple, and it's right now.
Go on, I've got to ask, something simple.
I'm not going to say, am I? At least we had a sump plug in anyway.
And if you don't know what that's all about, you might remember that he lost a sump plug earlier and blew an engine completely, but always there and thereabouts, aren't you?
We are, and I'd like to say a very good, nice thank you to all the team who stuck by us this year and done so much work. Thank you very much.
Well done indeed. Second place this afternoon to Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. Of course, the winners this afternoon, let's give you the 1, 2, 3, as I will get out of the way, because we've got in third place Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall. In second, Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. But the winners this afternoon, Mark Edwards and Graham Ashby. Oh shit. So, as the boys have their games, it only remains for me to say that I hope you did enjoy the racing this afternoon. Track in absolutely superb condition. Well, why not? A round of applause for the club who've done so well this afternoon. There is the fireworks still to come. The beer tent is to my left. That's exactly where I'm going in a very few moments. I hope you've enjoyed the racing this afternoon. That is, unfortunately, the end of the 1999 season. We can only now look forward to see what's going to happen in our sport in the year 2000. From me, have a very safe journey home, all of you. I hope we're going to see you for a chat and a pint before we all disappear. But for me now, it's time to close down and disappear and wish you a very, very safe journey, a very happy millennium, and a Merry Christmas to you all, because that's coming up as well, isn't it? They'll try and stay where they are at the moment. So into the top bend they go, and it is Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley who've got the lead from John Hiscock and outfit number 16, Paul Miller. So Paul Miller on the inside of John Hiscock. After Richard Thomas. So number 16, Paul Miller in third place, looks for the outside, cuts back in again. Has he left a gap for Dave Steer to get through? He certainly has. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek go through into third place. And I think that Paul Miller has got a problem. Rolling up on the hill. He looks to have got going. A lot of work to do to try and catch the field in front of him. And Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley have set the pace. John Hiscock and Jason Gill in second place. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek still there in third. In their first race. For them as the day goes on. The checker flag go. That's a tremendous start for Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. Looking to perhaps go around the outside of John Hiscock, but Gary Jackson and Carl Pugh it is that race down past us in the lead. Andy Simons and Sean Yates trying to battle their way through. A disappointment for Joe Mogg this time as he's a long way off the pace, but Dave Steer also at the back of the field. Now Dave Steer has got through on the inside of Andy Simons, or has he? Now that's the problem with Andy Simons trying to go to that third place. Now I shouldn't take my eyes off of the fact that Gary Jackson and Carl Pugh are leading. John Hiscock and Jason Gill in second, but Dave Steer is working tremendously hard to get through into a higher place. He's now on the inside of Rich Blackburn. Get a good result on the checker flag to go out, and it is going to be 2 rides and 2 wins for Gary Jackson and Carl Pugh. John Hiscock and Jason Gill get second, Dave Steer and Rob Szarek take third, Reg Blackburn in fourth.
Yeah, it wasn't
into the top bend. Now we've got Dave Steer in front of him, but the lead at the moment is Paul Bickley, followed by Paul Miller. Then you've got number 92, Paul Ryder and Mark Ryder, and that's right off the front of the race for the moment, because watch Ivor Matthews, he's closing down on Paul Whitelop. Looks to lock it in tight on the inside, Dave Steer. Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall working hard at the back of the wall. On Paul Whitelam, knows that he might possibly leave gaps for Ivor Matthews to get through. Ivor Matthews trying the outside. He's going very, very quickly the long way round. But this certainly is going to put the can amongst the pigeons with the point scoring. Doesn't look as if we're going to have any more changes, but Ivor Matthews has got round into 4th place. It's the checkered flag this time, and that's going to be where he finishes.
Who's it going to be? Dave Steer and Rob Szarek are the first ones away. Mick Carroll and Tony Bates move into 2nd place. Duncan Thomas. Duncan Fish, Danny Malone seem to have problems. They pull on the inside. And it's Andy Stevens, Mr. Apps, Wayne Apps. Duncan Thomas scorches through for 2nd place as Mick Carroll. Andy Stevens out in 4th place. Dave Steer, Rob Szarek. Duncan Thomas on the field. Roberts again to Mick Carroll. Back in the field, but I don't think that's their official place. I think they're a lap behind that, really, of Duncan Fish. Duncan Thomas and Simon Reedy in 2nd place. And Tony Basley. Don't think Duncan Fish is there. There's Andy Stevens. Here they come then, the right-hand sidecars. Where they come in? Dave Steer and Rob Szarek, and then it's Neville Penfold and Simon Wall. Happening fast on this turn here now as they come round into Duncan Thomas. From Dave Steer, from Neville Penfold. Good to see Neville back. And he's on the pace. 1-1-2, Rick Colvin and Kev Jones. Bring it up to the Simon Beanie. 2nd, Dave. Neville Penfold, Simon Wall, and Rick Colvin, Kev. sidecar underway. 6 outfits challenging for this one. Duncan Tullis takes up the lead. He's got the good line to make it. Tony Miles. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. Lead Ray, Nicky Owen. Rob Szarek and Kevin Fuller. Up the race continues, and it's Duncan Tullis. Simon Beanie leading this one. Rob Wilson, Tony Miles, both ex-stabilised crews really going for it here this afternoon. Duncan Tullis really holding that tight line. On the inside there, Duncan slips wide and opens the door for him. You can't blame him for going through there, can you? 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles leading the final. Duncan Tullis and Simon Beanie in second place. Tony Miles, Duncan Tullis, Simon Beanie. Lead Ray, Nicky Owen. John Hiscock, Jason Gill. Rob Szarek, Kev Fuller. That was it for the right-hand sidecar final.
Well, I think for once in my life I'm really struggling to know how to start this interview, because I couldn't really go around these pits without having a word with Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. Simple reason, Dave, I've got to say, I'm surprised to see you here. Clubman champion last year.
Well, I wish I wasn't here, Jim, but we're, I suppose, ready to defend our title, though, aren't we?
Well, indeed, defend the title, and I think if we look back through the history books, you've always seemed to be at these events fighting your way through, don't you?
Yeah, unfortunately we never ever do any good at the Masters. I don't know. I really don't know why, but we don't. And that's it, really.
Well, I think a lot of discussions around the sport have always been about this sort of one-day event, versus the Grand Prix system and all this sort of thing. But I mean, I try and look at things from a spectator's point of view, and the one-day event does actually make for an exciting day. And I think that's what our sport's all about. But of course, when you're at your end of it, when you're having to fight your way through all the time, it puts a different sort of perspective on it, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, mate. You've got to get it right on the day, and we never seem to.
Well, the only thing I thought of a minute ago was the fact that you won the Clubman Championships at the very first time last year. There is a chance, of course, you can go on and do it again.
I hope so, Jim. It'd be nice, yeah, and go all the way for a change.
Well, indeed, go all the way. I'm going to have a quick word with this passenger here, because I'm now going to get the technical bits.
Oh, you're talking to the wrong one, Jim.
Right, we've been out for practice. Obviously, it's going to be one of those pressure meetings, isn't it? You know, but we know that he's capable of doing it. Track from your point of view, with the way the bike's set up and everything, okay?
Yeah, I think we're getting there at the moment, Jim. We've done a few changes in that with the back and changed the front tyre a couple of times, but I think it's a matter of just sort of going out there and seeing what it's like in the first race, because I think it's sort of changing all the time, sort of thing. Is it drying and getting rid of all the grass off it? Hopefully they've got the tractor out there now, taking some of the swarf and that away, so let's just see how it goes.
Well, indeed, see how it goes, but I think the priority this afternoon has got to be this qualification for the Masters, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you've got to look at first to get into the top 6, really, into the final, and then go, see how it goes in the final. I mean, the important thing is that, obviously, top 6, and then go from there.
Well, indeed, I think that, as I say, I didn't know how to start the interview, because obviously we seem to be at these qualifiers, but Dave, Rob, very best of luck, mate.
Thank you very much.
as they go down the back straight. We're looking to see who's made the best of the stars, and as they go into that first turn, it looks like number 4, James Rogers, has got to the front. We'll sort that out for you as they come round. Indeed, James Rogers has got to the front. Got Paul Bickley and Carl Pugh, in fact, I've been told, is a passenger for Paul this afternoon. So, normally riding with Gary Jackson, Carl Pugh stepping in to help Paul Bickley this afternoon. He's sitting in second place. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek in third at the moment. But it is the youngsters, James Rogers and Damien James, that have got away. So a lot of work to be done by the outfit further down the field. As Dave Steer now looks to make a challenge on Paul Bickley. Goes round the outside of him, does he, on the far side? Well, he certainly looks to be setting himself up. He's going for a challenge on this top turn. Now, will he stay on the outside? I think he's been forced to, because they've actually caught James Rogers as they come into this finishing straight. Now, it still means there's a bit of a hole there for Paul Bickley to stay in, and Dave Steer now looks to be making the same move on James Rogers as he goes into this top end. James Rogers and Damien James must know that Dave Steer is there. Well, Dave Steer changes his mind, cuts back on the inside. Terrific riding from Dave Steer. Well, he changed his mind completely in the middle of that bend, and I just wonder whether whoever was sitting in line actually did give him that as they come across the line. Made the best of the starts. Alan and John Blewett have got to the front. Dave Steer goes after him. Andy Simons on the outside though. So Andy Simons working his way around the outside. Dave Steer caught up in the traffic in the middle of that first bend, fights his way through and comes out in second spot. Oh, that really was a very tight moment for Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. They really were caught in the middle of the traffic. And now there's a battle going on for third as Dave Steer goes after Alan and John Blewett, who've got the lead. So Alan and John it is to come off that top end. Dave Steer again fighting his way through. So all three of the heat winners in that first leg now in lower places. Alan and John Blewett, remind you, had a third place first time out, so this will be valuable if they can get the win here. And of course they're stopping other riders getting maximum. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek will continue to try and fight and get that win. This could put them in a very, very commanding position after two rides if they can get the win. And there's problems for Alan and John Bird as I say that. I saw John's arm go up in the air. Alan and John pull out on that top end. So as the checkered flag goes, it is 2 rides and 2 wins for Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. Is race 21, this is heat 9 as they get underway, and John Hiscock has made a terrific start. Oh, Dave Steer I can see there in second place. That's Paul Miller in fact that was up there battling for that second place. But while all that battling has been going on in that first turn, it is John Hiscock and Jason Gill that have got away. Now they go up into the top turn, leading from Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. Paul Miller, second, third place. Lee Ray holding fourth. Now, can Dave Steer close on John Hiscock? Will he be content to have that second place? He's certainly going quick up that back straight, trying to close on John Hiscock. Jason looks over his shoulder and lets John know that he's in the room at the moment. It's a good ride for Paul Miller in third place as well. Well, I think John Hiscock will know that he's not just getting maximum points himself, but of course he is taking points off Dave Steer. Lee Rose comes through into third place on that last bend, and that's indeed how they finished. John Hiscock gets the win, and Dave Steer has now dropped points. Outfit's not going, and Neville makes a very, very good start. First time out on the circuit this afternoon is Matt from Roller that actually takes over the lead, though, as he actually gets into that first turn. Having to take evasive action to miss Neville Penfold, who'd almost stopped in the middle of that bend. So Dave Steer up into third place, going after Sean Conway Baker. Alan and John Blewett are back in fourth place at the moment, and Neville Penfold is chasing after them. Going on behind him. They've certainly got themselves away from the rest of the field, and again you can see that Neville Penfold and Miles Simmons are battling their way through, going after Dave Steer. Oh, Ray and Jarno Glasscock have closed up on Alan and John, but Matt from Bowler's gone out. Matt from Bowler pulls down at the front of the field. It means that Sean Conway Baker takes over. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek move up into second place. Neville Penfold and Miles Simmons in third at the moment, as Alan and John Blewett are still battling away there in fourth spot. So into the top bend they go, and the checkered flag comes out. The inside line knows that second is probably going to be enough. As Sean Conway Baker takes the win, Dave Steer takes second.
Start for them and a bad start for Lee Ray. Lee Ray seems to miss it entirely. As they come around the first turn, and it's Neville Penfold and Graham Ashley. Lee Ray and Nicky Owen bringing up the rear there. Number 2, Neville Penfold and Graham Ashley. Oh, return of Mick Cave to the grass track in circles. Ovals, coast to should say. Checker flag goes out as they come round this last turn. Neville Penfold leading the chase. 39. Mick Turrell's left on the line, unfortunately. We've got 5 outfits doing battle here, and John Hiscock leads it. John Hiscock and Jason Gill slide very wide out of that. Simon Beattie in second place, then it's Paul Johnson and Dave French, then it's Dave Steer and Rob Szarek, and then Mark Szarek and Kevin Fuller. Well, it's the best John Hiscock's gone all day, and he's saved his best till last. He's going to be £20 richer if he stays out there. Then Paul Johnson and Dave French, Dave Steer, and Rob Szarek, then Mark Szarek, and Kev Fuller. Last lap flag out. Last corner for the last time this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for supporting the Mason Aces MCC. John Hiscock and Jason Gill take the Frittenden flyer. And Rob Szarek and Mark Szarek and Kevin Fuller.
And Rob Wilson together as they go around that first turn. So John Hiscock showing that he's enjoying this circuit this afternoon. Rob Wilson's been forced to go very wide. Mick Turrell has come up into third place, but on that wide line Rob Wilson has got himself back in front, or has he? John Hiscock has still got the line on the inside, but Rob Wilson still in second spot of now with a fight to stay with Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. They look very comfortable in their first ride. Mick Turrell has gone very, very wide on the outside, coming out of this top turn. Tucks back in again, but it means that Dave Steer's in with a chance, and Dave Steer takes that chance and gets himself into third place. Rob Wilson and Tony Miles have gone away. Down this back straight they come once more. One more lap to go. Jason Gill looks over his shoulder. John Hiscock and Jason Gill in that second place. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek still holding third, and Mick Turrell. Second, I'm sure John Hiscock is in the problem. He's slowed into the start of that back straight. Jason Gill indeed puts his arm out now. Oh, they take the checker flag, and indeed Dave Steer has picked up that second place. Mick Turrell in third. But let's not forget that it's a terrific victory once again. 2 out of 2 for John. I'll get there in the end. Rob Wilson and Tony Miles.
Dave Steer leads it from the start down that first straight. It's only a 3-horse race, this one. Neil Owen pulls up into second place on that first straight. 17, Dave Steer, Rob Szarek, on 14, Neil Owen, Davis. And then Michael Day and Josh Robson. Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. Davis. Dave Steer, Rob Szarek then. Sussex based, Steer frames, Yamaha engines. Taking the last lap flag. Wins for them if they can keep it up. Neil Owen had 2 rides and 2 second places. So there's a lot of people amassing a lot of points. Only 6 can make the A final. Cracking stuff here at Hall as they come out of the last turn for the last time. There goes the checkered flag. That's Dave Steer and Rob Szarek. From Neil Owen and Dylan Davis. These are the right-hand sidecars. Down the first straight they go. Flat out round this turn. John Horsey picks it up from Neil Owen. Neil Owen was the first one to the corner, but his third one out. Shakespeare also coming through. 13, John Horsey. Jason Glennie leading this one. 13, John Horsey and Jason Glennie from 17, Rob Szarek, 14, Neil Owen and Dylan Davis. Simon Ward and Paul Phillips, Harry and Mark Ross. Last lap flag being made ready. Dave Steer closing the gap up on John Horsey. John Horsey going for it. Dave Steer right there with him and Neil Owen in third place. And it's 21. John Horsey leading this one. Neil Owen comes into this corner very, very fast indeed. He's determined to try and make up some ground if there's any he can do, but it's John Horsey that takes it from Dave Steer in second, from Neil Owen in
with race 5, this is the first of the sidecars. Making a very good start is outfit number 9, that's Rob Bradley. Oh, he's got John Horsey tucked in behind him, Richard Thomas in third at the moment. John Horsey looking to go the long way round and go all the way around the outside of Rob Bradley. So he's just got a wheel in front now as he moves his way into the pit lane for the first time. Rob Bradley in second place. But John Horsey and Jason Glennie have now got the bit between their teeth. They've got out in front, exactly where they want to be for their first ride. Richard Thomas is closing up on Rob Bradley, sitting there in third, and if he's not careful, he's going to lose that third to Andy Simons. Dave Steer goes through as Andy Simons hit problems on that back straight. Looks to have recovered again though, and he's back underway. But this is exactly the sort of start that John Horsey and Jason Glennie would have wanted. They are the defending British Masters champions. Love to do it again this afternoon. Great ride from Rob Bradley and Tristan Winterburn in second. They go into the pit bend. It will be the last lap flag for them this time as they come round. John Horsey doing everything right at the moment. Up past us he goes with one more lap to go. Exactly where he would want to be in his first ride. Dave Steer looking to have a go at Richard Thomas now, as I'm sure that was a message from Kevin Woodley to Richard. Really getting into his side. As he wraps the pit down for the last time, and this the first of the sidecars. John Halsey and Jason Glennie. Rob Bradley gets a terrific second place, and look at the scrap for third as Dave Steer had to go all the way around the outside, and I think he just got it on the line.